Abandoned behind enemy lines, day 30.
It is officially day 30. Americans held hostage. They were abandoned by Joe Biden behind enemy lines. Tonight, there are many Americans still trapped behind enemy lines, hostage to the whims of the Taliban, the terrorists. We still cannot get an exact number, which in and of itself is a disgrace, and likely hundreds of Americans and more when you start including their family members. Our fellow citizens hopelessly trapped in Afghanistan, along with thousands of green card holders, thousands more with special immigration visas, and our Afghan allies, they now will be sentenced to death one after another. It's already begun. They're all now at the mercy of the Taliban, who, according to the Biden administration, they're very businesslike and very professional. And, of course, nothing could be further from the truth. These are evil, murdering terrorists, Joe, who now control the fate of scores of Americans and our allies for 20 years that we made a promise to we'd get them out if this moment ever came. You abandoned them. As we speak, Taliban death squads are now going door to door. They're hunting their political enemies and anyone with any ties to America or the West. And according to the Times of London, at least 4 American-trained anti-terrorism agents, they were tortured, they were murdered by these death squads. One victim had all of his fingernails pulled out before they shot him in the head. How's that for professional and business-like, Joe and Tony Blinken and Jen Psaki? Now, this updated image posted to social media about a week ago, obtained by the Washington Examiner. Now, we have not verified it, but it shows the Taliban beheading of an Afghan soldier. Washington Examiner, they have the video. We have this picture. Very professional and businesslike, right, Joe? No other videos, not yet verified by Fox, show Taliban terrorists now. We do have videos of them whipping and beating women now all over the country. This is happening daily now and with regularity. Under Taliban rule, it is illegal for women to protest. It is illegal for women to hold certain jobs. It is illegal for women to show any of their face in public. Women are now segregated in schools, and there are reports of young girls ripped away from their moms and dads and forced to marry Taliban fighters and become sex slaves or become sex slaves. There are travel restrictions on women, clothing restrictions, schooling, work restrictions. Breaking any rule, that results in whippings and beatings or death. And just listen to this gut-wrenching video as evidence. Beating a woman who's screaming, professional and businesslike. Joe, you watching? Clearly, Afghanistan is once again hell on earth for all women and others, a paradise for the world's most brutal terrorists. According to several top experts, including Obama's own Secretary of Defense and former CIA Director Leon Panetta, this country is now a safe haven for al-Qaeda, ISIS, ISIS-K, and other terror groups. Biden's spineless, impotent actions surrounding the withdrawal have been so bad that Joe is now getting booed pretty much everywhere he goes, including this weekend at the 9/11 memorial. Weak, feeble, cognitive mess. Notice that Joe is walking in with Bill Clinton and Barack Obama in order to look more credible, less weak and pathetic as he really is. But it really doesn't matter, does it? Because everyone on Earth, all of our enemies, all of our allies, everyone knows. Very few people have the courage to just say it. Joe Biden is completely and totally inept and out of it. They know his clueless Secretary of State isn't much better. You had Tony Blinken today, didn't even have the courtesy of going before Congress, walking 2 blocks, announced that he expects the terrorists and the Taliban, the professional and businesslike Taliban, to uphold their commitments on counterterrorism and respect the basic rights of women and girls, just like last week he was lecturing them on wokeness and inclusivity. How dumb is this man? Take a look.
We expect the Taliban to ensure freedom of travel, to make good on its commitments on counterterrorism, to uphold the basic rights of the Afghan people, including women, girls, and minorities, to name a broadly representative permanent government, to forswear reprisals.
Where's Mike Pompeo when we need him?